looks like someone got me some flowers. Let's see what the tag's from. Looks like they're from Ross. Never mind. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Adam the Paranormal Polynesian here, and today we're in the city of Ogden, Utah, and I'm standing in front of one of the most haunted spots I've ever visited in my illustrious career as a ghost investigator. We're at the Ogden Exchange building. Now, if that doesn't creep you out, I don't know what will. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this building, but first, I got to go sing in a show. I know. I'm doing a performance here, so we're going to sing, go visit the Union Station, the train station, and then we'll come here and finish. So join me on this. Let's get started right now. This week's episode of Destination Fabulous is more of a haunted history walking tour, but I figured if I had to put pants on and drive 100 miles to go somewhere other than my living room, it's a destination. Plus I'm singing in a concert, which is a little fabulous. So first we're going to head to the Ogden Amphitheater. Oh, for hell's sake. We're heading to the Ogden we're performing in a stage with grass outside, okay? For the Juneteenth festival in Ogden. Oh, by the way, the street we just drove down were all brothels in the 1800s. Just prostitutes everywhere, okay? Hey guys, we're just enjoying the Juneteenth festivities. I'm about to go on stage so I can ruin this performance. So, it's time to go. I'm gonna eat like a little potato wedge, and then I'll be on my merry little way to entertain the masses. Get it, girl? What a fun festival. I'm gonna come to this more often. But it is time now to go backstage because we have to sing. So, I'll see you out there. I'll see you on the other side. Wendy. Wendy's my bodyguard. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. My Valium kicked in, so we're good now. I'm ready to go on stage. You ready to do this? You ready to come on a little journey with me? I look tired. Ooh, I am tired. Okay, bye-bye. You see right there? No dance. No song! You're straight up fired. Yes! Now we're warmed up? Thank you.
They follow
made me feel the spirit. Now, if we could only just find one at this haunted Ogden Union Station. By the way, props to my choreography skills. A lot of the moves I was doing tonight, which many of them I did not show, I was learning as I was on the stage with the group. I'm excited to see what we can do in the future. A lot of us are just coming back out after the you-know-what for the past year and a half. I'm just really excited to get out and sing again. Real quick, before we continue, can you guys do me a favor and like the video and press subscribe if you haven't already? I've noticed a lot of my viewers are not subscribed, and for me to continue to be able to do this, I need the algorithm to find me and to get more subscribers. So I know you can do it. I mean, I put pants on and drove in a car in the heat of summer to sing in a field. So you could just, if you could press subscribe, that would make me so happy. Okay, you guys, we're here at the Ogden Union Station in Ogden. Wait, I just said that. I don't think we're getting in here tonight, but I'm gonna walk you around and we'll just talk about the history a little bit. You know how when you finish singing, oh, and I have my special guest here, Sung Choi, hi. We go way back from the days of doing Aida, the musical. Aida! Remember that? Remember that?
Aida, Aida, all we ask from you.
You don't want to go in there. Hello, are there any ghosts in there?
It's lifetime of service, wisdom, courage.
Oh, you're still singing the song from the show. It's nice and cool now, finally. But look at the architecture here. Isn't this beautiful?
It is beautiful.
I love that tile. Do you think we can get in? No.
You could try.
I can see it's locked right there. Can you guys kind of see inside? We're gonna walk around the entire building, so we'll try all the doors. And if someone kicks us out, they kick us out, right? But yeah, we're in the city of Ogden. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. At one point, Ogden had the highest crime in the country. It was the gateway to the west with the train station here. And so this street here, which is 25th Street, I believe. What street is this? Yeah, 25th Street. All of these buildings that line this street were all brothels, lots of prostitution, a lot of gun violence. It was the wild, wild west back in those days. But now, Ogden is just medium, the crimiest city in the country. It's only half as bad. If you live in Ogden, I'm kidding. Kidding. Let's just read this. This was for the first transcontinental railroad. May 10th, 1869. Yeah, and Promontory Point, yep, that's just west of Ogden. Northwest of Ogden, and that's where the railroads combined, and people were able to finally get across the country to the west. So it was a huge, huge deal, and a lot of our Asian Americans are to thank for that. So don't forget it. And so yeah, let's just walk around this way. Here, look at those spider webs. Yuck. Oh my God, could you just die looking at this architecture? You can kind of see in if there's a ghost that would like to walk across the train station. Do it now, please. No, it's not working. My friend Wendy, y'all know Wendy, good old Wendy, just dropped me off here and went on her merry way. Ooh, Chinese food.
Open for dine-in.
Let me in.
Let me in. Let me in.
I'm so hungry. Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. Ah, shay shay. Did you know I went to China?
No. When did you go?
I went on my 21st birthday. I toured with my, I was in a singing group.
Yeah.
And we got to sing. We stayed at the Shanghai Teachers University.
Oh.
And I learned all my Mandarin. I don't know, I sang songs.
Nice.
Like Moliwa. That's the country's flower. Isn't this so pretty? Very quick history on the building. It was originally built in 1869, which is when the transcontinental rail line was completed. And then in 1889, it was finished in a beautiful Romanesque revival style. It had a big, large clock tower, and it had a hotel, restaurant, barber shop, all sorts of cool conveniences for that day and age. In February of 1923, the building did catch fire and it caused massive destruction. However, no one died, luckily, and it wasn't until a few days later when a poor guy working in the building had a piece of that clock tower fall on his head and kill him that Union Pacific was finally like, oh, maybe we should do some reconstruction and build a new building. So they finally built the new one in 1924, and it's in that gorgeous Spanish colonial revival style that I love so much. This place is filled with so many stories over the years. Like in 1944, Christmas Eve, when a huge train carrying mostly servicemen that were coming back serving in World War II, the train collided with another train ahead of them, killing almost 50 people that morning. So this train station was used as a morgue at that time. People report seeing the spirits of the man who was killed in that earlier collapse I just told you about, as well as the woman in white. There are stories for days and days, so when we have a chance, I'll bring you back here when it's open, and I'll take you inside and tell you some of the real good ghost stories. By the way, I would kill for that chandelier. Can I put it in my dining room, please? We can't serenade them.
Like tomorrow doesn't exist.
Rip your jacket off. I don't know him. This looks like a shady area to get murdered. Well, that's a lovely train. It smells so old over here. It smells like the log ride at Knott's Berry Farm.
It smells like grandma.
Your grandma smells like a train?
No.
Well, this was a bust.
Yes.
Well, that's it. That's the part of the Union Station in Ogden I can show you. Sorry. This week was a little crazy, but that's okay. Let's listen to me sing that high note again. Wait for me! You guys deserve to see the Ogden Exchange building. That place is haunted as Come on. So we are heading to, hopefully, the Ogden Exchange building if it's still here. This is definitely the most haunted spot I've ever visited when I've been out here in Ogden, Utah. And I've lost count how many nights I've spent the night on the floor of this building. Oh no! I can see from here that they've already remodeled it. Don't you dare tell me that they f***ing did that. Oh, thank God, it's next to it. Okay, I was like, they did not put stucco on that building! Oh no, so there's the Ogden Exchange up ahead. This building here was a livestock exchange building. It was a bank. It's been a mental health facility. And at the very end of its life, my friend ran a haunted house out of this building. This was never here. None of this was here. This was all just fields. That's so crazy. Yeah, turn into here and we'll go from behind.
Oh, yes.
We'll go from behind. Yeah, this building has got to be condemned still because it's so unsafe. I remember when I was here 10 years ago, the walls were just falling. Like if you leaned over on this wall over here, it would just come off. Like you would go through it into the yard.
Oh, wow.
But
so you leaned on the wall and
yeah,
the wall
just
would
pull right
fall?
here. Just pull. Oh gosh, you guys, giving me chills to see this place again. This is the only place I've ever had a demonic entity attack me in all my years. What? See what? There's someone in there? Just look at okay, so this building here was built by the same architect that built Ogden High School, I believe. And Ogden High School, when it was built at the time, I'll throw a picture on here. The Ogden High School was the most expensive high school to ever be built in the country. And what? Yeah, those are rams. There's all sorts of animal heads and I love them. I almost got killed by one. One fell like right next to me, like onto the ground.
Like that
but
one
look
right
at
there,
these.
that's missing. The one that's missing fell onto the ground.
Do you see those? Beautiful animal heads. Because like I said, this was an exchange building. Farmers would come here out in these fields that were here before. These used to be fields. And they would exchange livestock. And I know there was a shooting here once. I want to say in the 20s. A man came in because he was screwed over by some deal that he did. And I think he murdered someone over here. In this side of the building, in the front. I'll never forget one of the first times I came to this building. A bunch of different paranormal groups were doing EVP sessions in different spots. And I remember one of the guys came up to us. He had an EVP. I will link the video in the description. It is one of the most terrifying EVPs I have ever heard. In a building where there was no water hooked up, you can clearly hear someone splashing in a tub, asking for help. You can hear the water. You can hear the sound of them in the tub, and I think they say help me or something, but it's one of the clearest EVPs I've ever heard. I know it's famous now and everyone talks about it. How can it not be haunted, right? Just love those little heads. I want to take one and put it in my yard. No, but honestly, I don't think this building is salvageable. I mean, just look at it. I think it would take much, much more money than the city's willing to pay to get this back up to any sort of inhabitable space. I wish I could take you inside. It's so creepy. Down here in these windows, this is where I used to spend the night. You know what I feel like right now, standing here? Who am I? I just need my fur, mother darling. And then I can stand here and do a proper picture. Because sometimes I like to wear a skirt and I roll it up here like this. And then sometimes the skirt is pants, and inside the pants I put pantyhose. And you know, that's just the best outfit for the day. Little Edie? Grey Gardens? This is giving me Grey Gardens. Nobody? Oh, mother darling. Oh, how I missed investigating this building. Of course, anyone knows that I love Art Deco, and this was built by Leslie Hodgson, who was one of the most influential Art Deco architects of his day. He did the Ben Lomond Hotel, the Egyptian Theater, and not to mention that $1 million high school in Ogden. These buildings are all in the National Registry, and I just hope they can fix this one up so people can get a chance to go back in and look at it. Yeah, please don't break in, you guys. Don't go through the fence. It's not worth getting a ticket or getting arrested. That EVP of the bathtub, which you can Google it and find it. It came from this room right here. And so what I was telling them is we got an EVP of someone in a bathtub when I was with this group. And you can hear them saying like help me or something, but it was in here. And then also This particular room is the room where they say that when this place was Weber County Health, a woman tried to, she tried to escape, so she broke through the window, and then I think she either took a piece of glass and slit her own throat, or she fell through and cut her neck, and she died right there on the grass. So that's the story that I was told by the owner that owned this building. Now people will say it didn't happen and this was never a mental hospital. So I mean, that's up for debate, but I'm just telling you what the owner of this building used to tell me, because like I said, I would spend every weekend here spending the night. Someone's gonna need to fix that alarm over there, thanks. So yeah, that's the Ogden Exchange building. I really am so sad I can't take you in because it's such a really beautiful, cool, creepy as building. So creepy inside. I almost forgot to tell you, yes, this is the building. I was here with my ex-boyfriend one night and I was walking down the staircase that comes down here, and I felt a burning sensation on my back, right here. And I had my boyfriend pull up my shirt and look, and I had 3 scratches down my back. They were bleeding, and it happened instantly. And when that happened, I had something follow us back to our apartment. I had to bless our apartment. There was just a horrible dark energy that came home with us that night. And like I said, it happened right there in that staircase. So there's so much, and I think that was brought by people that came here after. I think there's been a lot of Ouija boards that have come through here, a lot of people doing satanic rituals, and so that's what brought it in. I don't think the building was evil. I think people brought shit here, and now there's just this dark, horrible energy in this building. But it's weird. It was like a Venus flytrap. It just kept making me come back. I kept coming back. I was addicted to this place. I would come every weekend, almost, and now it's just sitting empty and sad. Actually, the friend that I knew that owned this, she bought it, Wendy. She bought it to turn into her house. So she was gonna turn this into a house because you can have mixed residential.
Well, that's true here.
And I'm like, why the would you ever?
Yeah, but the thing
Why,
is,
woman? Why would you live in this building? But anywho, yeah, don't mess with stuff, you guys. Don't mess with things you don't know. Don't do the Ouija boards. Don't do satanic because then scratches me over here and I get pissed. Anyhow, this is Adam, the Paranormal Polynesian, signing off and telling you, hey, keep it paranormal. Bye-bye. My water and I are just gonna go on our merry way now. I'm not driving with these fools. They're crazy.